VPNs have become an extremely popular and over-marketed tool being sold to consumers as a way to make them instantly anonymous or whatever marketing BS you find online. Realistically, these tools have limitations, and I encourage you to look into those as well as their use cases. So what are actually the best VPNs on the market in early 2020? Let's go through the top 5 services. To start, I hope you've already asked how these services were chosen. Well, we do VPN reviews here on the channel based on a systematic review protocol that you can view online and use to score services yourself, and you can go ahead and change whatever scores you don't agree with. I'm going to give you an overview of each service in the top 5 today, as well as some basic pros and cons. You'll find the video reviews for each VPN service in the description for an actual in-depth look at each service we look at today. Enough talking, let's just go ahead and start with number 5. AirVPN scored extremely high in both security and privacy, with its main issues being its 14 eyes Italian jurisdiction, which, you know what, many of you may not actually care about. I have a video covering both sides to the argument over 14 eyes and VPN providers. That's the last I'll mention the 14 eyes debate in this video. Everything else, check the right boxes with security, including perfect forward secrecy and no logs guaranteed by RAM-only storage frequently cleared. The main highlight and selling point of AirVPN is its open source Ente client, which not only is the most advanced and feature-filled first-party VPN client I've had the pleasure of using, but it's also fully cross-compatible with major operating systems, including Linux. Having a Linux GUI is very rare, so for Linux users, this is a huge win. Because of Ente and just the entire setup of AirVPN and its website, the entire vibe is a nice way of putting it. It is not very pretty or polished, making it more of an advanced VPN aimed towards users who are okay with that complexity, unpolished experience. AirVPN had okay speeds for myself, nothing special, but nothing terrible. This is likely attributed to their smaller server selection. They offer 5 simultaneous devices, a forum community, they donate to privacy causes, they are overall recommended as being a trusted company. They do not have an iOS app, and its cheapest price is their 3-year plan, a little over $3 a month, which they do support anonymous payment methods like Monero. AirVPN is a good service for users looking for every possible setting on a client that works on all major desktop operating systems, that's tied to a VPN with amazing security and privacy, and a trusted company with, I guess, a trade-off for speed and usability. Overall, good stuff. Surfshark offers that neat, polished, easy-to-use experience lots of users desire, and it does so by being one of the 2 services in our review protocol to get a perfect security score, it checks all the right boxes, including 2FA and a no logs policy. Overall, I really enjoy the unique features they bring to the table, including unlimited simultaneous devices, their password and email hack detection tool built right in, for a cost, unfortunately, they should change that, and a location GPS spoofer on Android. Their ad tracker and malware blocker are also a much appreciated feature. I can't really express how great and smooth the user experience is across all devices, except Linux, which is still only a CLI tool and not even open source, making it hard to recommend Surfshark for people using it on Linux. But as a whole, like I said, the whole experience is fantastic, as long as it's not on Linux. And actually, as of the last couple months or so, all of the channel's business devices have been using Surfshark, and it gets the job done with little to no issues. So I've had a good experience. The main drawback to Surfshark is its lack of advanced settings, which for some users who need that may not do it for them. But most of you watching may actually prefer the simple experience. It's just going to depend on who you are. Their cheapest plan is currently $1.99 per month, and you can get an additional 15% off if you're a student. Overall, I'm currently a really big fan of Surfshark, especially on my business where things need to just work simply and conveniently without many frills, and through a service that seems to be implementing all the right things in terms of security and privacy. Windscribe is hands down the most open and down-to-earth service on this list, as Yegor, their CEO, is active on social media, and you can just DM him if you have any questions. It's great. The service itself, though, is also very good, as their only major issue between security and privacy is their Canadian jurisdiction, which Yegor will tell you it doesn't even matter. Windscribe, similar to Surfshark, offers a good balance of features and an easy-to-use package for users, but Windscribe will win overall in terms of features, including Robert, which, yes, I forgot to mention in the last review, so I'm saying it now. They have Robert, which is a fantastic tool built into the VPN connection for plenty of different benefits. They have team accounts, port forwarding, split tunneling, other functionality within the program, and the browser extension adds a whole new level of features if desired. There are even more things to mention that you can watch in my original review. You don't need information to register, not even an email. Their clients are currently very simple and have what you need in terms of settings. I am also a particular fan of their mobile clients. They did a great job with these, but their CLI tool for Linux needs a lot of work. It's one of my least favorite CLIs I've had to use. Luckily though, their version 2 clients are coming soon, which look amazing and will be coming as a GUI for Linux. They offer tons of pricing options like a limited bandwidth free plan, a build your own VPN tool to save costs, and a 40% off student discount. As is though, full Windscribe Pro currently has a cheapest price of a bit over $4 a month. Windscribe seriously kicks butt. It's a meme, but it's a good meme that offers an excellent, simple user experience with very advanced features and a great community with an active CEO who's trying to help everyone out. And now for number 2, it is Movad, and this is really just an excellent service for the user who's going for that utmost privacy, as there really isn't an account necessarily. They generate a number for you and that's it. That's your account. Another amazing thing about Movad is they support cash payments, so you can physically mail them cash, making Movad one of the best services to be using in terms of keeping your private data to yourself. Movad has WireGuard support, which is a new VPN protocol which may one day replace OpenVPN. Their clients are fully open source, and they have a Linux GUI client. The company itself is very honest and transparent across their site over its capabilities and limitations as a VPN provider, very similar to Windscribe. Their new clients are beautiful and very fun to use, which is a huge improvement over the last time I had to use their old UI. Some downsides: they don't currently have public mobile clients, although you can always use OpenVPN or WireGuard for mobile, and they make up for this by offering that Linux GUI client, which we can all appreciate. The only possible concern is their Swedish jurisdiction, which some of you might not even think is a concern. And outside that, their server selection is relatively small, and like I said, no first-party mobile clients. Those are the main issues with Movad. They are also pretty pricey, being $5 a month. Overall, Movad is probably my favorite service on this list, as it does so many good things to protect its customers and maintain transparency through all the good things privacy advocates fight for, like open source software, no personal data requirements, and the constant push and advancement towards improving security and privacy tools all around the world. And now, I present to you Proton VPN. Proton has probably one of the longest and most reputable histories of any service on this list, as their email client has been around for years and is one of the most recommended services for encrypted email. Having access to both Proton Mail and Proton VPN through the same account will improve most people's cyber hygiene with little hit to their convenience, making Proton an instant win for me in my book for privacy and security advocacy. As a company, they're very transparent, outlining limitations of VPN services, as well as how a lot of their operations work across social media and just the general public. The VPN service itself is simple, elegant, and based mostly around the VPN. That's it. You won't find too many fancy features like what you'll see in Windscribe or Surfshark, but it has the basics. They are the only service outside Surfshark with a perfect security score through the review protocol. They have the highest privacy score out of any service reviewed using the review protocol, thanks to everything they implement, like perfect forward secrecy, excellent speeds, a good service selection, and hey, fully open source clients on all devices, including mobile, which have all been audited, making it, as of today, the only service in the world to accomplish both of those things. The only complaint I have is their Linux client is a CLI, albeit one of the better ones I've used, despite its mildly complex setup, if you want to make it more convenient to use. I've been using the Proton VPN free plan on my personal devices for the last few months, and it's been great. Seriously, I love it. Price-wise, they have a free plan, like I just said, that gives you unlimited bandwidth. The only restrictions are you are limited to a very small amount of servers, and P2P traffic is blocked, so no torrenting. Their next cheapest plan currently is Basic, which is $3.29 for 2 years, and there's also Plus for $6.63 a month. As of today, you can't really go wrong with Proton VPN. It's a great service from a great company that is doing all the right things in a convenient way for users. It's great. To summarize, if you're someone who needs a VPN that has every possible setting, AirVPN is your best bet. If you're looking for something simple, easy to use, and offers a lot of features, including things like ad blocking and even more, Windscribe and Surfshark are great picks for you. And if you're a user who wants to get something that's offering the cutting edge advancements in the privacy and security world and pushing limits here and there and pushing boundaries to help their customers, Movad. And if you want just a VPN without any unneeded functionality, a service that works and respects your privacy and security with a vast network selection and basic features and settings just to make your life simple, Proton is an easy win. If you found a service on this list, it is much appreciated if you decide to get it, to please consider buying it through one of the channel support links in the description, which helps keep the channel going round and round at no additional cost to you. If you don't want to use our link and support us, you'll find the normal links below as well, so no pressure. You can find more information on how this all works on our site. We'll be adding more info to it shortly with more details to keep things as transparent as possible. And subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with lots of different things we do here, like weekly security and privacy news, and our free course Go Incognito, which shares how to be private, secure, and anonymous on the internet. And you'll find lots of other fun things here. It's really just a privacy and security community, so if you're into that, just join us. We're all ready to help you take your digital safety to the next level, or if you just want a community to share memes too, that works too. And finally, if you super uber loved this content or whatever content we do here, donate to our Patreon directly. You can join for as little as $1 a month or more if you want other benefits like free merch, one-on-one support, and more. If you don't want to use Patreon, we're also on Brave, so if you want to tip us with that, that works too. That is all I have to say. I really hope you enjoyed the video. This is one of the toughest videos to put together on the channel, and I'm glad people are watching it. So thank you for watching and have a lemuricious day.